Morning reception. I'm going to tell you a story called The Stamping Elephant. Elephant stamped about in the jungle, thumping down his great grey feet on the grass and the flowers and the small soft animals. He squashed the tiny shiny creatures and trod on the tails of the creeping creatures. He beat down the corn seedlings, crushed the lilacs and stamped on the morning glory flowers. "We must stop all this stamping," said Goat, Snake and Mouse. Goat said, "Yes, we must stop it, but you can't do anything, Mouse." And Snake said, "Of course she can't. Oh no, you can't do anything, Mouse." Mouse said nothing. She sat on the grass and listened while Goat told his plan. "Scare him, that's what we'll do." "Oh, good, good, good. I'll scare old Elephant, frighten him out of his wits. I will." He found an empty turtle shell, hung it up on a low branch, and he beat the shell with his horns. "This is my elephant scaring drum. I shall beat it, clatter it, clatter it. Elephant will run away. Oh, good, good, good." Stump, 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 stump. Along came Elephant. Goat tossed his head and ran at the shell, clatter, 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 beating it with his horn. "Oh, what a clatter I'm making! Oh, what a terrible elephant scaring horrible clatter!" Elephant said, "What a nasty little noise!" Stamp, stamp, stamp. Along came Elephant. Mouse peeped out of her hole and watched him. He lay on his side, stretched out his legs, and settled himself for a nice long sleep. Mouse breathed deeply and stiffened her whiskers. She waited till Elephant closed his eyes. Then she crept through the grass like a little grey shadow, her bright brown eyes watching Elephant's trunk. She made her way slowly around his great feet and tiptoed past his shining tusks. She trotted along by his leathery trunk until she was close to its tender pink tip. Then suddenly, skip! She darted backwards, sat in the end of the elephant's trunk. Elephant opened his eyes and says, "Can't I have any peace in this jungle?" He looked down his long grey trunk and said, "Oh yes, I know you are there, little mouse, because I can see your nose and whiskers. Out you get. Do you hear, little mouse?" "Eek," said Mouse. "I won't get out unless you promise not to stamp." "Then I'll shake you out," Elephant shouted, and he swung his trunk from side to side. "Thank you," squeaked Mouse. "I'm having a ride. It's almost like flying. Thank you, Elephant." Elephant shouted, "I'll drown you out." He stamped to the river and waded in, dipping the end of his trunk into the water. "Thank you," squeaked Mouse. "I'm having a swim. It's almost like diving. Thank you, Elephant." Elephant stood on the bank, thinking. He couldn't pull down the leaves for his dinner. He couldn't give himself a bath. He couldn't live with a mouse in his trunk. "Please, little mouse, get out of my trunk, please. Will you promise not to stamp?" "No." "Then this is what I shall do." And she tickled his trunk with her tail. "Now will you promise not to stamp?" "No," said Elephant. "Then this is what I shall do." And she nipped his trunk with her sharp little teeth. "Yes, yes, yes," squealed Elephant. Mouse ran back to her hole and waited. Step, step, step. Along came Elephant, walking gently on his great grey feet. He saw the tiny, shining creatures and waited until they scuttled away. He saw the little creeping creatures and stepped very carefully over their tails. "Elephant doesn't stamp anymore. Someone has stopped him," the creature said. "Someone big and brave and clever." Goat said, "I think Mouse did it." Snake said, "Oh yes, that's right. Mouse did it." And not far away, at the foot of a tree, a small, contented, tired little mouse sat on the grass and smiled to herself. I hope you've enjoyed my story. I'm so looking forward to seeing you again. Take good care, reception. See you soon. Bye bye.